Hi. So I have another broken glass story to tell. So my last video I told you about how by putting a bungee strap in the wrong spot, I managed to shatter the back window of a junky little old car. Well, when we lived in Waconia, in Minnesota, our house, as most of you who are watching this will know, had a walkout basement. And so what that means is that we basically had 3 floors of the house that faced west, and across the road from us was nothing. There was like a retaining pond over there that was, I don't know, 2, 3, 4 acres in size. And so when the wind in the winter would come out of the west or the northwest, it would just pummel our house, and the cold air would just seep in. And so it's this constant battle to keep the cold out and the warm in. So we had a sliding glass door on the main floor of the house, and in the winter what we would do is we would cover that in plastic to give it an extra layer of insulation, and that seemed to help. But we couldn't do that with the sliding glass door in the basement because we had dogs, and that's where they went in and out. And obviously, you know, so I purchased a sliding, if you will, a storm door that was a sliding glass door to go over the sliding glass door we already had in there. And I should have known better. That I should probably not try to put that thing in myself. I should not try to install it myself, but I did. And I think I had this for a while before I did it, but finally one fall I headed downstairs to install this sliding glass door, and I get it all installed. There was a lot of extra stuff, like I had to put a little deck on it because, you know, to hold it up, because it just didn't come with anything like that. It would have just been hanging there on the side of the house. So I had to build this little deck, and then I had to cut part of the patio away because every winter, because of the frost heaves, the patio going out of the back door, I mean, literally would lift up like a foot. It was just ridiculous. I don't miss living in Minnesota in the winter at all. I'm just gonna say that right now. So anyway, so I get this door installed. It's working. It's sliding back and forth. The little underneath deck part I built for it is working just fine. And then I realized, and I don't know why this would be a thing, that this door comes with a handle, but the handle's not installed. And not only is the handle not installed, but there are no holes drilled in the frame of the sliding part of the door to screw the handles in. All right, so you see where this is going already, right? So apparently they expect me to drill my own holes into this aluminum frame for this storm sliding glass door. All right, sorry. So what's going through my head is, how many times in my life have I started to do something like this and ended up just completely ballsing it up? Or as our British friends would say, bollocking it up. So anyway, so I try to do everything carefully. I measure everything. I take a little hole punch and make little indents where the screws have to go for the handle. And then so there's three holes I have to drill. So I drilled the first 2, perfect, no problem. The third one, I start drilling, and I go through the aluminum part of the door, and bang! Just as soon as I do, that drill hits that safety glass. In that sliding glass door, and it's just like the back window I told you about yesterday. It goes bam! It's like a shotgun going off, and this goes from a complete piece of glass to probably 10,000 separate pieces of glass all at once. And again, thank goodness, again, this is safety glass, you know, and they do it that way for sliding glass door in case somebody accidentally falls through it or runs through it. They don't end up getting cut to death on these sharp pieces of glass. But anyway, so again, it goes from being this clear piece of glass to being this opaque thing that looks like it's an artwork or something that you'd put in a shower to provide some privacy but still have light. Anyway, obviously this is done. So I go upstairs and I tell Jenny and Katie and Caleb's mom, I say, I have some good news and I have some bad news about that storm sliding glass door. The good news is that I don't have to mess with it anymore. And the bad news is that it's completely destroyed and the glass is in about 1 billion pieces laying all over the floor. So yeah, that was it. And it turned out we finally ended up solving our problem. That problem, when I had my Budget Blinds franchise, somebody ordered some really expensive, heavy, dark curtains and then canceled the order. And we actually ended up hanging those up there. So it was like hanging this big blanket or quilt over that window, and that actually worked really quite well. So anyway, okay, there's one more I messed up and shattered some glass story. Love you.